Never before in art has the image of woman been torn apart with such ferocity. Woman in a red armchair. Picasso attacks Olga's bourgeois world with fierce surrealism. He complains to his friends that Olga is always screaming at him. Olga's psychic storms lead her to a nervous breakdown. Picasso paints her as a reptilian vagina dentata. For the first time since his childhood, Picasso chooses a religious subject, the crucifixion. Yet he declares himself a convinced atheist. It's not Christ who is being crucified, it's himself. The colors are the red and yellow of the corrida. The terror reaches a climax in Woman with Stiletto. Based on David's great Death of Marat, the assassin bursts in upon her victim in the bath. She is the now familiar fanged mouth, he is the tiny head she threatens to devour. The bath overflows with blood. The letter remains unfinished. Bullfight, Death of the Matador. For the critic Michel Leiris, the Spanish bullfight was the only truly tragic entertainment surviving in Western Europe. For Picasso, the corrida becomes a ritualistic reenactment of the struggles of life. Picasso had been going to the bullfight since he was 3. He too comments upon its sexual charge. In the ring, the bull is continually replaced. He is everlasting. For Picasso, the bull becomes a symbol of both life and death. If man is the savage bull, then woman becomes a picador's horse, constantly sapping the bull's strength. Every act of creation is, first of all, an act of destruction. A guitar, made from the very floor cloth used to wipe away the blood after Picasso's domestic bullfight with Olga in 1926. Picasso had originally intended to cover it with razor blades. In the end, he pierced it with nails. Another guitar, made this time from a crucified shirt. I want my paintings to be able to defend themselves, to resist the invader, just as though there were razor blades on all surfaces, so no one could touch them without cutting his hands. The Minotaur, the body of a man and the mind of a bull. According to mythology, Athenian youths, boys and girls, are ritualistically sacrificed to assuage the Minotaur's enormous appetite. The Minotaur becomes Picasso's favorite alter ego. The age-old tragedy is given modern dress. Death of the woman bullfighter. Her exposed genitalia tempt the bull's horns. How to escape the terrors of the domestic corrida. Picasso turns once again to the tranquil world of classical antiquity. You know, I met love, says the tart, the leading female character in Picasso's play Desire Caught by the Tail. He has scraped knees, and he begs from door to door. Picasso. It's hard to say whether he wants to awaken her or kill her. Picasso. A Minotaur keeps his women in luxury, but he reigns through terror, and they are happy to see him die. Warm flesh in one hand, iced champagne in the other. In 1933, the surrealist writer Georges Bataille starts up a new literary magazine. He called it Minotaur. Picasso draws the first cover. The Minotaur, writes Bataille, man-beast, blindly wandering through the labyrinth into which he has fallen. He is dizzy, disorientated, for he has lost his seat of reason, his head. In 1935, Picasso's domestic situation is becoming intolerable. He later describes it as the worst time of my life. In Dante's Inferno, the Minotaur guards the seventh circle of hell. In the greatest of the Minotaur etchings, a young girl leads the creature deeper and deeper into the darkness. Her face is a likeness of Picasso's teenage mistress, Marie-Thérèse Walter.